This is Next Level J, the finest workout. And today I'm here, have a little conversation with y'all about some current events that's going on right now. And, some things that's taking place, got me a little bit disappointed. Well, not just me, quite a bit of people quite disappointed on how things are going or how things has went down, and I'm about to talk about it. I'm in the process trying to get my coffee going right here. I know this the tea that I'm talking about, but I got coffee. I hope everybody doing good today. Today is hump day. Today usually be my day to get my workout on. I may do a couple of sets or something. As you can see, I still got my gloves on. I was, just finished putting my girl on her treatment. It's minute, y'all. About to get going in just a minute. All right, 1 second. Let's see. Y'all know me, I ain't never got my stuff in order. Trying to find my headband. Oh well, it don't matter. Alright, so put y'all over here, try to get my plant in there. Look how good my plant going right there. But listen, I wanted to holler at y'all, man, because a lot of people is feeling some kind of way. Let me just say this. I'm gonna start off on a good note. I went to see we went to see the Michael Jackson's movie, the Michael Jackson movie called Michael. And I'm gonna tell you, I think the movie was awesome. I think the movie was awesome. I ain't gonna spoil it. Some people probably haven't seen it. Wait a minute, let me make sure my volume is right. What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, like I said, what's that, Anita? What's up, Anita? Yeah, I know a lot of people. Well, I know some people probably haven't seen it yet, so I ain't gonna spoil it for nobody. But I'm gonna tell you, I was very impressed with the movie, the way the actors and everything. I think they did a good job with it. It it made me feel good as a longtime fan of Michael Jackson. Uh, to be honest, when he passed away, I felt like it was one of my cousins. I grew up, you know, listening to Michael Jackson, trying to be like Michael Jackson, trying to do the dances and this and that and the other. I did all of that. The glove, the jacket, I did all of that, you know. And, for him, for his life to be taken so soon, like, it was it was a sad day in our world. He was like worldwide, all over the world. It was a sad day. So fast forward to now, they come out with a movie, and the movie has done excellent. From what I hear, they said Michael Jackson's music is the top streaming going on around in the country, which I'm not surprised. Like, he got so many classic songs and stuff like that. Like, you can't help but to gravitate onto something. Like he got something for everything, every mood, for everybody. And one thing that I liked about Michael Jackson is he was selfless. You know, he cared. He really cared about people. He cared about us all, no matter what color. Um, you will, for those who have not seen the movies, you may find that you learned some stuff. Now, I did learn. It's a couple of things that I did not know about Michael Jackson that I learned from watching that video. So, I mean, that movie. It was very, very inspirational. Very inspirational. And it was so good, I may even go back again. That's how good. When a movie is good and you consider going and watching it a second time, hey, so that says a lot. But like I said, I ain't gonna spoil it. I ain't gonna spoil it. So, welcome to those just coming in. Let me see. Remember when Michael Jackson adopted kids to help them? Yeah, yeah. What's that? Kaloda. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. He was very positive. He's very positive, and he tried to reach out to try to help, people as much as he could. He was one that spoke on the separation of, you know, with people trying to be racist. He made songs against, it don't matter whether you being black or white. Just different things. Like I feel like I feel like, and I'm gonna tell you this. Let me just say this off the top. Everybody is entitled to their opinion about things. I'm not going to debate with nobody about how they feel about things. You have the right to your opinion. You have a right to say, what you want to say. And I just thought about it. I just put eye drops in my eyes. If y'all see white stuff in my eyes, I forgot to wash my face off. I forgot about that. I just put my eye drops in my eyes. But, um, you know, I'll put it this way. I will agree to disagree. I'm not going to debate with you about, you know, this and that and the other. I'm just going to speak my truth. To me, I felt like he was a positive person. I felt like he meant a lot to this world, and the kindness and the goodness that he put out. I feel like brought people together versus turn people apart. I feel like he brought people together. So, like I said, when he passed away, it was a sad day for the whole world. To me personally, it was like losing a cousin because I grew up, around him. Let's see. Okay, welcome, welcome. I got people from all around. All around. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. And that's one thing I want to say. Like, let me say something about me real quick. I stand for love. I stand for peace. So I'm happy for any of us, no matter what color we are, no matter what race we are. I stand for us coming together. I stand for peace, and I stand for love. So let me just say that. So I want to welcome you from no matter where you from, what city, state, country, you're always welcome over here. You're always welcome. And even your opinions, even if your opinion is different than mine, I will respect your opinion. Just, you don't have to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? If you disagree with somebody else's opinion, mine or whoever, that's fine. We can agree to disagree. Just, you don't have to be disrespectful. Not saying that anybody on here has been disrespectful. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, we just having a conversation. But anyway, that was the good part. I watched the movie. The movie was wonderful. I want to go back and see it again. I learned some things, a couple of things that I did not know. and I thought it was awesome. And I'm gonna tell you this: it feels like it may be a part two. I'm not sure. There may be it, but it kind of feel like it may be a part two. So I'm just gonna say that. Now, the bad side of the situation, I'm disappointed that Netflix would come out after so much good has come from this film. This film is still it's still maybe number one in the box office after weeks, after so much love has poured out to this film, after so much uh, love has come back to us remembering the love that he brought and that he taught us. Netflix decided that they want to do something of their own. I guess in honor of Michael Jackson, they decided that they want to do a very nasty, negative video or movie or whatever. Um, that's basically the opposite of what this movie is about. And to me, I feel like that's messy. I feel like that's trifling. I feel like it's nasty. But like there's so many other things that they could do. There's so many other videos that they could bring out. There's so many other people that they can call out and do documentaries or whatever on. And you wait till this time to do something nasty like that. I disagree with it. I don't support it. I will not be watching it. And from what I'm hearing from so many sources over the internet, is a lot of people are canceling their subscriptions to Netflix because they feel like that's trifling. Like seriously, they feel like it's trifling. It's trifling for them to do that, and I agree with them. Now I can't tell nobody what to do. I can't tell nobody uh, uh, to like it or not to like it, to look at it or not to look at it, to cancel your subscriptions or to keep your subscriptions. That's up to you. But I'm gonna tell you, I will not be supporting that. That's me. I will not be supporting that. I think it's like I said. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right. I think it's foul. I think it's foul. You know. You know. I just don't like it. So I decided to come over here and talk about it on this channel. I spoke a little bit about it on my other channel, and you know, since then I have got more details about it. Like I said, when I spoke over there, I didn't know that it was a all-out protest against Netflix, where people are canceling their subscriptions because of this. So evidently, there's a lot of people that feels the same way that I feel. They feel like this is distasteful. This is, it's bad. It's terrible. It's a terrible thing to do. And I think they're doing it because it of not only evil, but because they want to get on the train of this film in the movies that's being so successful and being it's so big right now. They want to try to get on the dollar train and hook that negative up to it and make it, make Michael Jackson into, destroy his character all over again. I feel, and I'm just gonna say, like, everybody is entitled to their opinions and that, or whatever like that. Respectfully, we can have conversations about things, but I just wanted to give my 2 cents about it. I hadn't planned on, being out too long. I just wanted to sip my coffee in my pep cup and just have a little conversation about it. My channel is basically a workout channel. I will be doing my workout tomorrow. I'll post it up. I'll be doing getting together with my peoples and getting our workout on tomorrow. But I just wanted to address this issue. Now, initially, I thought it's supposed to start on on the 6th. I thought it was June the 6th. But from something I've seen, it looked like it already started June the 3rd. I'm not sure which one of the days it is, but I won't be supporting it. That's me. That's me. And I'm not going to advise nobody else to do something. Like, we all have our own individual minds and thoughts. It's whatever you want. If I felt like this, if that was my family member, and you know my family member lived a life of good, just putting good out into the world, and but throughout their life they ran into a couple of snags, and their overall lifespan, people want to focus on the one little negative area that they experience, instead of all of the rest of the 95, 96, 97% of good that they have done. Like, I disagree with that. I disagree. Even if it was my enemy, I disagree with that. I disagree. I think the man stood for good. I really do. I feel like he stood for good. I didn't know him personally myself. I can't go and say, uh, yeah, I was around him and he was this, that, and the other. But guess what? Same way with other celebrities. We got celebrities that we love to this day. And, there's no telling what they have done in their past, from a child up to an adult. But we still love them. We still can't wait to see them in film. We can't wait to hear them in the music, So if we can love people through their mistakes, and all of us are just humans. Like, we make mistakes. We make mistakes. Not saying nothing about anybody, but I'm just saying, just look at yourself. You are imperfect, and God knows this about us. That's why he sent his son to die for our sins. He know that we was going to sin. He know that we wasn't going to be perfect. So, and one thing that it clearly says in the Bible, for us not to judge one another. It's God's job to judge us. So I'm not going to get all churchy on here, but I'm just saying, he that is without sin, let them cast the first stone. Ain't none of us is without sin. So, but back to the subject at hand, I will not be supporting it. I think it's wrong. It's like I said, it's a worldwide protest going on against Netflix for doing what they did, and I hope that it's successful with them getting that movie taken off of there. I hope that they are successful with it, and that's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. But what's pimping? Well, when I say my pimp cup, I say that because of the color of the cup. This cup is pink, and it's actually, my girlfriend's cup. Like, I got blue, she got pink, but when I drink out of it, I say it's like a pimp cup, because pimps back in the day, they sometimes specialize in pink, like pink cars, uh, pink clothes, pink cups and stuff like that. That's why I said pimp cup. I got my pimp cup. I ain't no pimp. It was just a joke. It was only a joke. A pimp cup. But I got coffee in it. Ain't no drink or nothing like it. It's just coffee in this cup. But I appreciate you asking about that. Yo, what's up? What's that? Forgive me if I can't get y'all names right. Well, that last comment was from Bloods. I appreciate the question. What's this? Your name start with an AE. You call me Unc, so you know me. You probably know me from the other channel. That's what they call me, Unc. But I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for coming in and checking me out. Let me see those racist. Who's racist? Don't do it again. Those that. Yeah. Yeah, well, we got to stand up against racism. We got to stand up. I think it's more of us that are that care for each other regardless of the skin color. I think it's more of us in the world than it is people that don't care for us or don't care for somebody because of their color type. Like, that's ridiculous. God made us all. We are all God's children. So why would somebody feel like because their color is different from somebody else's color, that they should discriminate against somebody, that they should be better than somebody? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, God created us all in his own image. So uh, with God being our heavenly Father, all of us have some kind of likeness to God. All right, let's see. Might do it too. Yeah. Yeah. He did a lot for the kids. He did a lot for the kids. From what I've known, uh, like I said, I learned some new stuff out of the movie, but I ain't gonna speak on that. But from what I've known of him, like he always did like things with the kids. Like he the sick kids and stuff like that. And there's a whole lot of celebrities that do it. And the thing is, when you do something genuine, you don't have to, you don't need no whole bunch of cameras and stuff like that to prove that you did something, you know, because it's a lot of people that really looks out for the less fortunate, really looks out for the kids that be sick, the kids that at the what's that cancer center, um, what they call that? I can't remember what they call it, but there's a lot of different places where the kids, are suffering and stuff like that. And I appreciate anybody, a celebrity or anybody that has to go and make donations at those places like that, because it really does help those kids. It really helped those kids. Any of these organizations that help uh, people, with needs, like they even have like a kidney foundation that helps dialysis patients be able to get some things that they need or whatever. So donations to these organizations, they really help. And I thank God for all of the people that's behind it, and all of the people that are reaching out to help people in need. And that's one thing I stand on. I stand on that. Like, it don't matter how much money you have, you can always be a help to somebody, even if it's no more than seeing somebody that need help getting their groceries in their car. Anything that you can do to be a decent person to help somebody, like, do it. Do it. And the good thing about it is God is going to bless you. Even if, and I have done things. All right, I'm going to give you an example. I've always been taught, to open up doors for females, for older people. I always was taught that way. And it's just automatic in my head. So if I see, a female or older woman or whatever coming to the door, I'll double back to go hold the door open, for them. And sometimes people may say thank you, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't, And I'm gonna tell you, now the devil has wanted me to say, you ungrateful, so and so, but if you're doing something and you're doing it out the kindness of your heart, it don't matter if you get credit. It don't matter what you do if you get credit. And I feel like that's one of the things about Michael Jackson. The things that he was doing, yeah, he had a lot of media was following him just because he was just that big, but I feel like he never did something to help somebody for the camera. It was never for a camera or to say, oh, look, I'm Michael Jackson, I'm helping these kids, or I'm doing this, I'm helping these people, whatever. It was never like that. It was just him out helping people, looking out for people, bringing people to his his ranch that had all of this fun stuff for kids and stuff like that. And you know, it was he just was a good dude. He was just a good all around dude. I feel you know, but anyway, I wasn't gonna be on here long. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on the situation. I I feel like I'm gonna say it for the last time. I feel like the movie was excellent. The movie was excellent, and I will recommend if you have not seen it to go in and see it. You may learn something, additional to all of the stuff. If you're a real Michael Jackson fan, you probably know quite a bit already. But uh, regardless, you're gonna learn something. You're gonna learn something, and I feel like overall it was a positive movie. So if I vouch for it, I can vouch for it. Like, not saying that I'm no movie critic or nothing like that, but it just really brought back good memories to me, and I appreciated it. I appreciate it. It was a blessed day yesterday going to see that movie. So now, as far as the other thing over on Netflix, no, I'm not watching it. I'm not suggesting nobody watching it. Um, like I said, it's a worldwide protest going on against it. People are saying that people are canceling their subscriptions to Netflix because of how foul and dirty that is for them to do something like that. It's your choice whether or not you're going to do that. But me personally, I ain't supporting it at all. I'm not. But I just wanted to get on here and say a little something about that. Like I said, usually we get our workout on, but from time to time, I give my little 2 cents about things. I always like to talk to my people, and I know I hadn't did anything all week. Usually Wednesday is workout Wednesday, but I know a lot of people do Bible study. I actually was supposed to did mine at 6 o'clock, but I'm gonna do it a little bit later. But um, tomorrow, tomorrow I'm gonna post it up tomorrow. Uh, Maybe around 9 o'clock. I don't think it's gonna be no game on. So tomorrow, probably around 9 o'clock, I'll either 8 or 9, 8 or 9. I'll be up here ready to get my exercise on, and all of my exercise people, I see you then. And everybody else, you're welcome to come back and join in the fun, get some conversation going, and just my motto for this channel my motto in life is to be healthy physically, mentally, and spiritually. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. So in order for us to be strong moving forward, we got to work on those things. And I'm okay with doing all of that. So I got 3 channels, and I try to just stay strong, keep my strength strong, keep my faith, and now I'm trying to get my exercise on, get this weight off, and get myself back in shape. And I appreciate y'all for coming out and joining me and all of the support. I get mad support, and I'm telling y'all make me so happy. You make me motivated to want to keep going and keep coming back, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. But that's all I got for now, y'all. I got to get this stuff out this spinner. But that's my 2 cents on the Michael Jackson situation. But that's all I got. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you check your notifications and stuff. I've been hearing from different YouTubers that people been getting unsubscribed from channels and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on. Just stay up on that, and leave a comment. Leave a comment. I try to respond to every comment that I can get to. So if you like when I'm doing my exercise, if you feel like there's some things that I could do to improve, I take constructive criticism. Even with this situation, if you want to have a conversation with me, leave a comment. We can get our talk on. Like, I'm open. But that's all I got. But till the next time, love, peace, and blessings to all of y'all all over the world. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. All right, tomorrow, not 8 or 9 tomorrow. All right, love. Peace out.